you so much for joining me again today. I have a really fun project to share with you, and it's going to be super quick and fun, so you can take this idea and use it for whatever you want. I have a ton of like different ideas that I'm going to use it for, but before I get into that, I just want to thank my sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. You guys have heard me talk about Skillshare so many times. They are an incredible online learning community with thousands upon thousands of workshops and classes that are geared towards creators. So I've mentioned this before, and I'm on my phone probably 90% of the time, more than my computer. So I immediately downloaded the app, and it's so easy. So I've been really obsessed with Skillshare lately. The classes that you can take on there are so organized, and just the way that they're laid out. For example, this is a really cute project that I was going to work on, and it kind of made me think of this project that I had already created, and it helped me with ideas for that. So this is just an example, but they have like an introduction, supplies, creation portion of the video. It's just so organized and laid out, and Skillshare works out to be just around $10 a month. And so if you're looking for something where you can go and have unlimited access to thousands upon thousands of classes and workshops and things like that, Skillshare is definitely for you. It is so worth it. You can even become a teacher on Skillshare. So I'm going to leave a link below, and the first 500 people to sign up through that link are going to receive Skillshare Premium for 2 months for free. So like I said, so many different things I'm already seeing as we're scrolling here. Like for example, watercolor spring wildflowers. You can take a class to do that. Oh my goodness. It's just, they have the trending classes. They have anything that you can search, and as I mentioned before, I've utilized this to brush up on my guitar skills. This is just, the possibilities are endless. So go ahead, click the link. The first 500 people will get it for free for 2 months, and you will see what it's like to have a membership to this amazing website where you can have all access to their classes and workshops, and in pretty much any subject you can think of. So thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring, and let's go ahead and get started on this fun tutorial. I'll show you what these are. I guess I'm calling these ephemera pockets, and what it is this really cute, let me show you on this one because there's nothing in here. I jam-packed this one full of fun cut-aparts and ephemera from this collection, which is the All Heart paper collection by Crepe Paper. I love this paper collection. Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. I just love it. I made this using a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I did make this style of pocket for some activity packs that I made for my craft fair last year, if you remember. I'll link it right up here if you missed that. But it was more geared towards kids, and this one's kind of like to share Happy Mail, or you could even use this as like a fancy card. You could put your like letter in here, and then maybe some stickers or goodies there, and send it to a pen pal. Or if you want to share, like I'm doing, some ephemera from the collection, this is a great way to do it. So these have double pockets, one here, and they're very sturdy. And there's the back. I think it's so cute. And then I just kind of decorated the front with these gorgeous pieces from the collection. So there's that one, and then here's this one. I put a bunch of ephemera and cut-aparts in the pockets. So there's this one, and then I put a bunch of the big ones back there. So we are going to make one of these on camera today, and it's so fun and so easy. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to need a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I'm using this. So I get this question a lot. Am I using cardstock or am I using paper? The paper that I use is scrapbook paper, and it is cardstock. It's like pattern cardstock. There are rare occasions where I get a scrapbook, where I get a paper pad and it's just the regular printer paper weight, but I will always mention that and let you know. So every time I use something to make something with scrapbook paper, it's pattern cardstock. So that's what this is. You don't have to have double-sided paper for this, but it is a little cuter if you do, because a little bit of the other side will show. So you're going to take your 12 by 12 piece and just make sure that it's a true 12 by 12. So that means I'm going to just cut off this branding strip really fast. And you know, it never fails. Every time I film a video, my air conditioner kicks on. It doesn't kick on all day. And then I'm filming a video and it kicks on. So just bear with me. So anyways, okay, so here's our scrapbook paper. And I know this pattern's kind of like any way, either way is fine, but if you have a pattern that has a specific orientation, just make sure that you take the cut off of like the width of it. So you're gonna cut this down to 9 by 12. Just make sure that you're gonna cut this off. If this is the top, cut it off the side, okay? So we're gonna take 3 inches off of this. So we're gonna cut this down to 9 inches. And just save the scrap. But this is going to be now 12 by 9. So this is my paper, okay? Here's the front, here's the back. I want this pattern showing the most. And I'll show you on the ones that I made. This kind of like collage pattern is showing the most, and you get a little strip of the other side right here. So that's going to be this side, and I want this to show the most. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it and fold it in half long ways. Make sure it's even as possible. And just take your bone folder, make sure your folds are nice and creased. Then unfold it and fold it in half this way. So this is so easy to do. And this original idea came from Lindsey at the Frugal Crafter. That's where I got this original idea when I made the activity pockets. So I'll link her channel below. She's amazing. She has so many great artistic ideas over there. So I just kind of took her idea and made it my own in those activity pockets, and doing the same for this. Okay, so now you're gonna flip it to the side that you want seen the most. And if you have a specific orientation, make sure that you have it upside down at this point. So I really don't know what upside down is for these, but I'm gonna say it's this way. So just remember, have your paper the side up that you want to show the most and upside down. So the top would be down here. So the next thing you're gonna do, you don't need a ruler for this, but if you want one, you can go ahead and use one. But I'm gonna use my craft mat here. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take this left top corner and you're gonna fold it in so it's an inch away from this middle fold. And now I have my craft mat, so I know that that's about an inch away. You can eyeball this, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can put a ruler up here so you know exactly what 1 inch is, but watch, I'm just gonna eyeball it and see if it works out. Yes. So I kind of just eyeballed it at first, but now I see it's about an inch away from that middle fold. And then just fold that down. You can use your bone folder. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is take the bottom right and you're gonna fold this corner up all the way to that middle fold line. So you don't need a ruler or anything for that because it's that simple. And then just crease that down. So now at this point, you're gonna turn it like this. So the big fold is here, little fold is here, and you're just gonna take some scissors and cut up this middle score line right here to meet the middle. That's all you're gonna cut. So you can just, you know, use that fold to guide you and just fold all the way to there. So there's your cut right there. Now turn it back this way how it was. And you're gonna take this piece here and fold it over. And it's going to form your first pocket. So there you go. There's your first pocket. But before we do anything else, we're going to turn it this way because I'm eventually going to be folding this part up. So I'm just going to take a little sliver off the bottom of this, and it's not going to hurt anything. You're just going to take a little sliver off so that way it's a nice clean closure when you go to fold this part up. Okay, so I just took a little sliver. Now let's turn this back around. So now at this point you're going to, you're not going to flip this anywhere yet. You're going to take this whole panel and flip it up. And there's your second pocket. and then take this part and fold it over. So now it's going to be like a solid piece, and you just take the entire panel and flip it down. Because here's the piece that we had folded, and you're going to do two things at this point. Here's this little piece that we folded to that score line here. You're just going to take some ATG or whatever your glue is, just add a little bit to get this out of the way, this flap. And that way, that's kind of not like hanging out loose. You're just going to glue it down. Okay? And then you're going to take this piece that's on the bottom, and you're going to fold it over to meet with this other triangle. And the reason we're doing that and not cutting it off is because it gives it a nice finished look with this fold right here. And it's going to look a lot better for the pocket. So take your bone folder and crease that down really well. And then you're going to do the same thing for this. You're just going to take some ATG or some glue just to get that out of the way and not loose. And like I said, flip it right there. And then you can flip that panel right back up, and there are your two pockets, one here and one here. In the tutorial for the activity pockets, this part of the video got cut out. So if you're ever wondering what was supposed to happen next, now's the time to watch. So now you've got your two pockets here, but you know, you need to make sure that everything's adhered down. So the first thing I do is I grab some Scor Tape, and you've heard me talk about Scor Tape a million times. It's super strong, and it just, I love it. So I'm going to turn my little pocket, open this back up, and I'm going to add Scor Tape to the very edge here. I wanted something really, really strong. You can also use like that red line tape if you want. But I want something really strong that's going to hold if you put stuff in the pockets and everything. So this is where I use the Scor Tape, right along this edge. I'm just going to burnish it really well with my bone folder. And then you're just going to remove it. And close this up, meet it with the edge there so it's straight. And that is how you glue that side down. I'm going to take my bone folder and really burnish it. And then the only other open part is over here. So what I do is I like the look of this. I take my tiny attacher, you can use any stapler, and I just staple the very bottom and then right near here. So I just put two staples in, one right there and one right there. And now we have ourselves a cute little pocket here and a pocket there. Isn't that adorable? I think this is the cutest little idea to send Happy Mail. So now what you have is you have a really sturdy pocket here, because we've got, you know, double, triple papers here. You've got a really sturdy pocket here because you've got this fold, and this is just kind of flimsy. So what I like to do is, this is totally optional. You do not have to do this, but this is the scrap that we have left. So I like to go ahead and turn this around. And this is really pretty too, because it gives you both patterns on the back. And I like to just glue this here like this, cut that off, so you have a double thickness of paper there. So what this measures is 4.5. So I'm just going to take my paper trimmer, I guess I did need it one more time, and just cut this to 4.5. And then save the scrap, because you can use it to decorate the front, you can use it for other projects, or you can just cut it down to like a 3x4 card and put it in as ephemera. You know, you can use it for anything. So then we're simply just going to glue this down so that that piece is more sturdy, just like the other pockets. It's this simple. And it also looks pretty because now you're decorating the back a little bit. So just line that up really straight. And there you go. So there's the back panel that we just put on. And now that's a little more sturdy. That's really all that's to it, you guys. So let me show you this collection that I got. It's so pretty. And I'm going to show you kind of what I why I decided to make this. So like I said, this is the All Heart collection by Crepe Paper, and there's this sheet right here that I did get quite a few of, and I love to share with my pen pals. And so what I did is I cut this entire sheet apart, and that's what I put in all the pockets here. And that's a great way to share this without having to mail it in a 12 by 12 box or envelope. And it's a way to condense it down, and then you've already done all the fussy cutting for your pen pal. And then you can stick like a letter in here. It's just a fun way to send goodies. There's also this page with all the Polaroids on it. I got a couple of those because I love the photoreal images. And then they have the, you know, inspirational quotes on them. Oh my gosh, I just adore this paper. And then I also have this stuff. So this collection, as I said, is so pretty. Look at these stickers. I just want to play around with this collection forever. I just love it so much. And so I might add some of these stickers to decorate my pockets. And then look at this ephemera pack. You could share so much of this because I don't think I'll ever use all of this. And I'm not going to lie, I got 2 packs of this. So this is just a great way to, you know, if you don't want to do a flip book or you don't want to do a pocket letter, you could totally just make these pockets and put lots of goodies in them, put a letter in there, and you're set. You could even put a strip of gems in there, stickers, and then I did get the chipboard stickers. This would be fun to play with to decorate the pockets. So anything, any collection you have that you want to share, these pockets are great. And you could even send multiple pockets. It's way easier to send a, you know, this size of mail than to try and send, you know, like a 12 by 12 piece of paper or things like that. I just think it's a cute idea, and I cannot wait to play with these Polaroid images. I'm so excited. This is like my favorite one right here. This one, so pretty. And then what's my other favorite? Oh, I can't even pick. They're just all my favorite. I love them. Okay, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you try some of these pockets, make them your own, send goodies to your friends. You could even put tea in here for a tea party, hot cocoa, whatever you want. So you could do anything with these, and I think I'm going to make some like Christmas variations of these around the holiday time. I can't wait. So thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to play with more of this collection, and I hope that you can get your hands on it as well. Links will be below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and another big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye!